All right, in this brief tutorial, let's talk about setting up your poll in Poll Everywhere. We'll be looking at the free version that'll allow you to have multiple polls, but only go up to 40 responses per poll that you're running at one time. So let's go ahead, and once you have created your account and you have logged in, you'll want to create the new poll button, and that will allow you to type in your poll question. We'll just type in how many years have you taught as our example question. I can leave it open-ended, but the problem with that is, in this case, I might get somebody who says, 6 years, 8 months, 3 days, or I might get somebody else saying too long. I'd get maybe too many variety of responses. So I'm going to want to constrain those responses by choosing multiple choice. True and false is the default choices, but I can just highlight that and delete it. And now I can put in the answer choices that I want them to select from. If I just hit tab, it'll take me to the next line. Let's say 49 years. And I can hit tab again, or I can click on the add new answer button and it'll create a new line. And then I can just put in answer choice that I want. If I want another poll, I can go ahead and add it here and start entering my answer choices, or I could just go ahead and click create if I'm just wanting to create the one poll. Let's just create the one poll. So let me click on create. It will create the poll and open it up so I can take a look at it. And let's take a look at some of the things on the dashboard here. Just go over those real quickly. If I move my mouse over the right hand side of the poll part, I can have some tools that fade in that I can select. Visual settings, show instructions, or enable full screen. If you are polling your audience, whether it's a classroom or a workshop, and you're on the web, live on the web, then I would suggest doing enable full screen here. That we'll go ahead and do that. You'll see for our video recording it's cutting off part of it, but it's actually taking up the whole monitor screen or whole projector screen, which means it's going to get rid of this clutter on each side, the top and the bottom, which is handy when you're doing live polling. But on the administrative part, you can see over here on the right hand side, I can stop the poll at any time. If I want to edit the poll, maybe change the responses or change the way my question is worded, I can do that. I can also clear the results, setting that back to 0. If you're using the free version like I am, that limits you to 40 responses per poll. So once you reach 40, you'll need to clear those results and start back over. At any time, though, you can clear the results. You don't have to get up to 40. So if you're doing a single poll that you're going to be repeating in multiple classes, for each new class that comes in, you just clear the results and start the poll, and you're good to go, unless you want the responses to accumulate across classes. We won't be talking about the views, but there are some interesting things here in the views section. So let's go ahead and go down to how people can respond. And you can see they can do text messages as long as they're in the US. They can do, as long as they have an internet mobile device, they can go to pollev.com/ and then whatever your name happens to be. I just set mine up as TCEA since that's where I work. And then you can have a private link as well. If you want them to be able to tweet and have that response recorded in your poll, you can also set that option. Now, if you're not doing this live on the internet through your browser, you may want to choose one of two other options. One would be download a PowerPoint slide, and you'll copy the particular slide into your current presentation. While that presentation is in the slideshow mode, not in the editing mode, but in the slideshow mode, it will use your Wi-Fi or internet connection to actually go out and get responses and make your poll live. But you do have to be in the slideshow mode for that to take place. If you're not interested in putting that in your PowerPoint and you're not interested in doing it live from your browser, there is a third option that they've made available, and you can download the poll and put it in your Prezi. And in order to do that, you just hover over the download for Prezi and then come over to download the flash file, and then you would upload it into your Prezi just like you would another Flash file. All right, let's go ahead and take a look and see how this is going to look if it's live on the web. So let me go to a new tab, and we'll take a look and we'll actually show you what it looks like for the participants. And here you can see it's giving me my question as well as what response. I can set it up so they can respond more than once if there are multiple answers that can be correct or can be valid for each person. But as you can see, I just have it where they can each only select one answer choice. If I happen to stop that poll and go back and choose a different poll and start, say for example I want to start the what is your favorite app poll. Notice when I start it, the box that shows how many responses becomes green, letting me know that that one is live and going. So let me open up that poll, and then automatically over here my poll for my participants automatically updates and resets to reflect the current poll that I'm doing as the one I was just doing. All right, that is the basics of Poll Everywhere, and I hope you enjoy. There are lots of great ideas for Poll Everywhere, and look forward to hearing how you're using it and also how you're engaging students as well as teachers with Poll Everywhere. Thanks for joining us, and hope this tutorial has been helpful to you.